Okay, here we go again. It's a short video. Show you what I do to keep my DNA protected. Today, what we're gonna do, we're gonna make a juice and a smoothie in one. So we're gonna juice some apples, ginger, pears, and pineapples. And after we do that, we're gonna mix them with blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, and sour sop, yeah, or sweet sop, yeah. So we're gonna do today, and the purpose of this mixture is gonna help with inflammation. The mixture is gonna also prevent DNA damage. So these raspberries and blackberries, they protect your DNA from them vaccines on them. You know what I'm saying? And you must have DNA protection in order to prevent mutation. You see, because once your DNA is damaged, then you are more prone to come down with certain types of cancers. And no doctors can do that either. And that's the reason why we teach prevention. So this mixture today is not only going to help the intestines, because we're going to put some tincture that to get rid of parasites and yeast, and especially excessive amount of mucin or mucus from the mucous membranes. Yeah? And it's going to also protect the women who have breast cancer from preventing your breast cancer from coming back. You almost do your research, because these berries, what they do, they act as tamoxifen without the side effect, meaning that they don't allow your estrogen to get back into your receptors to cause your cancer to come back. That's where they get tamoxifen. But these here, the berries, do the same exact thing like tamoxifen with all the side effects. But they also protect your DNA from damage. All right. So we're gonna go and do the juice, the apples, the pears, the ginger, and the pineapples, and then we're gonna mix them in a blender and blend them up with the blueberries, and then we're gonna put some yeast and parasite cleanse. Yeah. So I'm gonna throw the yeast and parasite cleanse here because I don't want to make the video too long, and it have some chlorophyll. So I mix the chlorophyll. Don't forget, I mix chlorophyll with the yeast and parasite tincture, and I'm going to throw it in here. See, throw about a little bit of it. See, all right. So it's going to clean up my intestines, but it's also going to help to get off yeast in the system, and if there's parasites in the tissues, to help that. All right. So let's go now. Yeah, we're going to go. See the mixture here. All right. We're going to have our put in our juicer, and then don't forget to almost get tangerine with the seeds. Seeds are important. Yeah? Yeah. We're going to juice that now. You see, that's how I stay healthy, because at the end of the day, you see, cancer is on the rise. Cancer is rampant all over the world. And everybody having a good time, but nobody telling about their health. You're going to have your good time, but you got to take care of your health also. So pineapples, pineapple is good for inflammation. They have a lot of bromelain. And these compounds in the blueberries and stuff that I have it in the blender already, they have lots of compounds that prevent inflammation too. And they have lots of fiber, antioxidants. Some of them have vitamin C. And vitamin C is significant for the thymus gland, okay? Yeah? Now we're going to put our pineapples first. Pineapple is good for inflammation, bromelain. And remember we talked about the cancer stem cells, yeah, ginger. These herbs, and that's what you all doctors don't teach you all. You all have to educate you all oncologists. Some vegetables and some fruits have compounds that can prevent your cancer stem cell from creating more vessels. Pears, don't forget that. That's important you all to know, because that's why when you take the chemotherapy and the radiation, your cancer stem cell is scared of no radiation, it is scared of no chemotherapy either. That's why your cancer keep on coming back. your cancer keep on coming back because you go back to the same way of eating, number one. And number two, you're not getting rid of the cancer stem cells. Yeah? So we have a few people who's in hospice now, and they took all the chemotherapy and the chemo ain't working no more, the radiation ain't working no more, so they put them in hospice now. Brother E, Sister D. And we're going to show you how we're going to take them out of hospice, if we can, once they can eat. But once you can eat, you can come out of hospice, okay? Once the organs are not dead, although the brother have ascites, you know what I mean, that he has to go and drain his liquid out of his belly on a regular basis, you know what I'm saying? Yeah? And remember, ginger is alkaline, so we're going to alkaline the blood. And we're going to prevent your cancer cell from creating ATP, yeah? With the seeds. Yeah, put that in there too. Tangerine with the seeds, don't forget the seeds. Seeds are significant. Yeah? There we go. You all have to invest in juicers and blenders, that's your life. The blenders and the juicers are going to save your life, man. You know? Yeah. The blenders and the juicers are going to save your life. That's what it is, man. And once you could take a few days off and you can do these things, ain't no cancer could come into your system. You know, ain't no viruses could come in because you are now improving the function of your arsenal, your police force, your Marines, your Air Force. They are what we call white blood cells, macrophages, T lymphocytes, NK cells, cytotoxic cells. They kill viruses, they kill fungi, they kill bacteria. You know what I mean? They kill cancer cells because before they can develop. And in the process, this here is helping you to protect your DNA from being damaged. Yeah? Alright, while you're fighting your cancer. Then we're going to do this here now. Alright? We're going to take this here, see this here? Nice and pretty. And I'm going to put it in the blender. See? Another apple juice from the store, you know. Yeah? And then, remember we put in our chlorophyll already. See the chlorophyll, see? You can put in a little bit more of that. Yeah, and some yeast and parasite cleanse. Don't forget, get rid of yeast and parasites. Never let yeast and parasites come into your system, man. For too long, it'll damage your system, you know. And then we're gonna blend this up right over here now. So we're gonna blend it up. Yeah, we're gonna put them in here, and then we're gonna blend that little boy up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Can't go wrong with that. See my shelf? I have all kinds of things in my shelf. Nitric oxide. I have vitamin C. See? I have bee pollen. I have my liver guard. You know, I keep a lot of vitamin C here, you know. I have calm mind. Intestinal formula. I keep my prostate healthy. You know? I take my CoQ10. Yeah? I don't make no joke out here, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't make no joke, bro. You know? That's my fruits. You know? There we go. Alright. And now we're going to remove this guy. Yeah. And then we're going to put him inside here. We're going to be tough. Yeah. I'm going to put him inside this guy right here. See, you know? What's that guy? Pure apple, pineapples, ginger. You can put a grain of garlic too. Yeah? Apples, pineapples, ginger, pear, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, soursop, 2 pieces of tangerine, because tangerines can have cadherins. Mark it down. Cod herrings are important because they can help to fight your cancer, and they can help your stem cells from creating more blood vessels. But this drink also strengthens the blood vessels to prevent trouble in the cardiovascular system, in the heart. So this is not only good for cancer prevention, it is also good for your heart. It is also good for the move the blood. It strengthens the arteries, strengthens the capillaries, and it also helps to keep the intestinal tract healthy. It's like a deodorant to your intestines. You understand? Yeah? Okay. And ginger is my natural radiation. Ooh. Natural radiation. Ginger. Ha! And ginger moves the blood. Ginger is also good for a damp condition of the lung. Ginger is also good for circulation. Ginger is also good for gases. Ginger is also good to burn them cancer cells. And ginger also good to prevent your cancer stem cells from coming back. Because chemo don't fix cancer stem cells. And cancer stem cells ain't scared of chemotherapy and radiation either. And that's why cancer keep on coming back. Your cancer keep on coming back, right? Yeah. And that's how I prevent cancer. That's how I keep my blood vessels strong. You see? That's how I prevent troubles in my intestines. Because I deal with prevention. You see what I'm saying? And even though you get sick, those are the things you have to go and use. Because those are from the earth. You see? God put everything on this earth for us to use for any disease that we have. You know, once you have discipline and you can keep the organs of elimination healthy, you can keep the filterers of the blood healthy, because the blood is your life. And once you can keep acid and toxin from the blood, you will be able to fix any disease, including cancer, because cancer is on the rise. Grenada, full of cancers. Trinidad and Tobago, full of cancers. Go to Dr. Hes Benjamin in Trinidad, and you're going to see how many people in his place at 7 p.m. in the night time, tons of them. Go to St. Lucia, go to Martinique, yeah, and see how many people is lining up the oncologist's office because they're full of cancers. Why? Because you're all are damaging your DNA. That stuff they put in your whole system and making you all feel it's all good for you and blah, blah, blah. They're killing you all slowly. So you, although you take that stuff, you have to go and protect your DNA from the spike protein. Because once your DNA become damaged, you in trouble. But we have things that we can use that God put on the earth to protect the DNA and repair the DNA if it's damaged too. It's lots of them. But you all know because the medical system don't teach you all nothing. So, make this drink. You drink it on a regular basis, especially if you have cancer, and you're going to see a big difference in how you feel. God bless, and give thanks and praise to the Most High. And don't forget, we are coming and do our yeast and parasite cleanse to bring in the fall in September. So make sure you go to the website, my website, Patrick Delves, holistichealing.com, and get your yeast and parasite ready for the full moon in September, because we're bringing in a new food for the new season. Give thanks, blessings always, and call Ambrosia 718-469-0985. And don't forget to come in Jersey in our new juice bar. Our juice bar is in Jersey, 301 Main Street, the Main Street Mall. Come in there and get your fresh juices. We have juices for diabetes. We're making a juice for high blood pressure. We have a juice for inflammation. We have a juice for arthritis. We have a juice for the lung. We have a juice for the heart. We have a juice for the brain. So come in to 301 Main Street on the 3rd floor, and then you can get a fresh glass of juice for any kind of disease that you have. Give thanks and praise to the Most High. Blessed love. Give thanks.